Hello, my name is Sam, and I'm here today to bring you another travel video for my new travel video account. In fact, this is only my second video after the Koku video, so if you're watching today, thank you very much for supporting a new channel. Your support means a lot. Today, we're looking at Taipei, all the great things and some of the less great things, most notable of which being, of course, stinky tofu. The nightmare that is stinky tofu aside, however, I've really enjoyed my time in Taipei. I think this is one of the most fun and interesting places I've ever been, so I'm really looking forward to showing you a few of the highlights of this city. So, without further ado, let's get started with the Taipei main station and from there, Dihua Old Street. Landing in Taipei, you will most likely arrive at one of the two international airports that are only about an hour from the city, and your first destination will almost always be Taipei Main Station, which connects to the two airports via the metro. The main station itself is a huge and sprawling complex with tons of shops inside and a great place for people to just hang out, as you'll often see. And even more interestingly, underneath the main station, not only is there further metro lines, but there's an entire underground mall which goes on for, well, I don't really know how long it goes on, but quite a while. So if you come to Taipei, make sure you consider not just passing through the main station, but actually exploring it a little bit, because there is a lot to see here, especially once you go underground. One thing you will notice is that homeless people are allowed to sleep rough around the main station, and so you will see a lot of people sleeping rough around the main station. This can be a bit of a off-putting first impression to Taipei, but keep in mind this is just the main station. It's not the rest of Taipei, which is a really clean, safe, and wonderful city. All right, that said, let's move on to Dihua Old Street. Dihua Old Street is one of the more historical parts of the city of Taipei. Back when this was more of a fishing centered and not the chip manufacturing hub that it is today, Dihua Old Street was one of the ports along the city, and so it became a place where sailors and traders would come to have some food, take a rest, visit a pub, etc. And because of that, it developed as sort of a hub of the city. Today, you can still see all sorts of interesting cultural things, such as one of these Chinese medicine shops, which you see me walking in right now. These shops are full of all sorts of unusual and interesting things, which, if you are brave enough to put in your body, who knows, perhaps they really will have some sort of miraculous medical effect. Only one way to find out, and that's to try it. I'll be honest, I have no idea what 90% of what I'm looking at here, but I can tell a lot of it appears to be dried up fish of different sorts, mussels, and I see a lot of mushrooms. In general, Dihua Old Street is a great place to explore for food as well. There are all sorts of restaurants and local eateries spread along the street where you can try some of the local cuisine. But of course, the most fun thing to do in Dihua Old Street is just to walk around and see the interesting market. Another fun fact about Dihua Old Street is that the city god temple, which you see here, is a place that's still very popular. Singles will come here to pray to find a partner. The real gem of Dihua Old Street, of course, is all the local shops, which, when you go inside, you'll find that many of them, after a short stroll, lead into private back gardens and interesting tea rooms where you can have a really authentic cultural local experience in a really unique environment. The next interesting place we'll look at is Ximending Walking District, sort of the Shinjuku of Taipei, if you will, by which I mean the cool downtown district where all the big brands and good shops are. The place you'd come on a weekend. Though beware, there are some strange things here. In Ximending Walking District is the flagship bubble tea store. This is the first store to serve bubble tea, at least in a chain sort of concept. You can still come here today where you'll see them making the pearls right through the window, from tea bag to pearl to brew, and all finished off with an unusual but also interesting flamethrower experience, as you'll see in a moment. Not really sure what that big hammer is for. Those are the pearls. And there, if you look in the back, you'll see the T Rex flamethrower. Very cool. It is a testament to how popular bubble tea still is in the city of Taipei that you will find this long line outside the store at all times. Aside from the bubble tea, the most fun thing, of course, to do in Ximending Walking District is simply to walk around and see all the big brands, all the little stores, and everything in between. There is also a lot of Japanese themed shops, which you will see as you walk around. Of course, not everything here in Taipei is quite as it would be in Japan. You will see some things here that almost certainly you would not see in Japan, but that all adds to the experience. The next interesting place on this video is the city temple in Ximending Walking District itself. This is one of the more beautiful and interesting temples in Taipei. Though, in a way, I have to say, they are all really beautiful and really interesting. And most fascinating of all, really popular with the locals. You will still see lots and lots of people coming here to pray and to offer sacrifices of different sorts. These temples are still part of the beating heart and society of this city. The most traditional offering, of course, is to stick some incense in one of these sand bowls you see here and offer prayers. There are also food sacrifices you can see on this table here, and these red pillars of sorts with all the little plaques. Those are name plaques. People pay to have their names enshrined temporarily here for good luck. And these are fortunes, which is the final service you will find very popular at these temples, is getting one's fortune told using these sticks and those papers. Leaving the Ximending area and heading more east, we get to Daan Park, which is something like the Central Park of Taipei. It is a sprawling and very beautiful park where you can escape the urban jungle to appreciate some nature. Of course, at the time I was filming this, there's been non-stop rain, partly because of a typhoon which has, even as I'm recording this video, shut down the entire city, so we got quite a bit of rain. Nonetheless, even in the rain, walking along Daan Park is a truly relaxing and enjoyable experience. The next and second to last place that I visited for this video is Raohe Nightmarket. Raohe Nightmarket is one of, I think, perhaps dozens of night markets spread throughout the city of Taipei. Certainly one of the more famous ones, largely because of how it has preserved the traditional and authentic feeling of an old Taiwanese Thai market. And what do you do in a street market? Well, of course, nothing short of walking around and seeing all the interesting local cuisine. Just outside of Raohe Nightmarket is one of the rivers that surrounds the city, and from there you can see the famous Rainbow Bridge, which crosses over the river. Finally, the last landmark, which I want to show on this video, is the Taipei 101 Tower. This tower, which I believe, as the name suggests, has 101 floors, can be seen from almost anywhere in the city. It is a true universal landmark of Taipei. One of the most interesting things to do, and the most great cultural experiences that you can have, is to come to Taipei and climb to the top of the tower. Though unfortunately, on this particular day, there was over a 2-hour wait, so I was not able to make it to the top of the tower. I had to suffice with viewing it from the outside. And that's it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please do visit Taipei sometime. It is a really interesting city, full of beautiful Chinese culture, great food, and all sorts of interesting things to see and to do. In fact, since I'm currently living in Taipei, I plan to create more videos like this, but focusing on individual parts of the city and the culture. So If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to help me reach my goal of 500 subscribers, and tune in for more videos where we explore the different aspects of Taipei and Taiwan. Thank you very much, everyone. I look forward to seeing you.